Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Wednesday, August 16th, and the energies in the day adds up and reduce to number 4 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So when it comes to the spirit animal, let's see what we are working with on this Leo new moon day. Hopefully you already saw the new moon and Leo video. Ooh, I like this. So the spirit animal that we are working with is the butterfly energy. And immediately upon seeing the butterfly energy brings me to the thought of a new beginning, a new cycle. It's like a whole new life, a brand new life, a fresh start. Because think about how the butterfly was once a caterpillar, where it's like the butterfly's whole body kind of looked like this section here. And over time, the butterfly gained wings. So to me, it's almost like switching in elements also, where it's like before, as a caterpillar, that caterpillar was more of like an earth element. That was time to be practical. That was time to consume information and knowledge, because when you think of the caterpillar is consuming all the leaves and everything around to build up its strength to transform. So with the butterfly energy here, it brings me to say, you know, us morphing, transitioning into a newer version of ourselves. And even though this newer version of ourselves is different, it's new, everything we need is within us in order to fly. Everything we need is within us in order to complete whatever task, responsibilities that comes with being a butterfly. I think about how butterflies are able to travel thousands of miles, I think from like New Mexico all the way to Canada or something like that, and, you know, make the trip and go land on the same tree and even branch that their ancestors was once on. It's like there's an internal compass within it that knows exactly where to go and knows exactly what's necessary and what needs to be done next. And I think about all of us as that butterfly, where it's like within all of us, you know, we have enough knowledge and everything that we need to take on all the different things that will come our way within this life. And with the butterfly showing up as a spirit animal, it brings me to say, in this stage that you're in this stage that, you know, you've moved into in your life, is like you're equipped. You know, everything you've been through in the past, the parents that you've had, the siblings that you've had, the exes that you've had, the coworkers that you've had, the toxic and challenging experiences, all a part of the prerequisite, you know, to prepare you for this moment, to prepare you for what's next. So even though what's happening in the present moment, it feels scary because it's not familiar, because it's different. But even though it feels scary because it's unfamiliar and it's different, there's nothing new under the sun. So there's a lot about this moment that you can look at closely and realize that you've had similar experiences in the past, or you've seen similar things in the past. And pulling back from that, you know, those past experiences, you could make good decisions in this moment. But the goal is to make a decision. The goal is to move forward. The goal is to not get stuck in one place. Because what I'm feeling when it comes to the energies for today, especially this new moon, is like a lot of us could find ourselves just stuck, just stagnant in place for no reason. Well, stagnant in place out of fear. I think about the person who's always wanted to, you know, create something for themselves, do certain things. But at the same time, like they just keep feeling like they're not ready, they're not ready, they're not ready. They're not prepared, they're not prepared. It's like imagine a butterfly that, you know, came out of the cocoon and is a butterfly, but the butterfly's mind is still stuck on being a caterpillar. So the butterfly is unaware of the wings that it has. It's unaware of everything that is on its body because its mindset is still stuck in the caterpillar stage. And it's not until, you know, maybe a harsh gust of wind happens and the butterfly is falling off something that it's resting on, and it realizes that the wings work and it starts working it. So to me, it's like you have to put yourself out there, put yourself into that situation where you'll realize that your wings actually work. And I say all that because when I look at, say, this new moon in Leo energy, like my attention was focused big time on the grand earth trine that's happening at the time of the new moon in Leo energy. And my attention was also on the fact that everything that was being, the aspects that was being made to the new moon were all negative, were all challenging. But the grand earth trine is so positive. And to me, that's such a dream kill in the sense that it's like looking around and everything in life is making life is so easy for you to just keep living the life you're living, even though you're miserable about it. Like I think about, say, when I look at this grand earth trine, I think about the person who has a good job with good benefits and it pays well, but they hate the job and they want more than anything to go after their, you know, this dream that they've always had. Maybe them and their dad had, them and their uncle had, or whatever. But at the same time, it's like the thought of like walking away from this good job is so terrifying. The thought of stepping away from the comfort zone is so terrifying. I think of the squares being made to that Leo energy and how Leo deals with courage. I think of like entrepreneurship as, you know, risk taking. And it's like no matter how much education a person gets, no matter how much training they get, how much coaching they get, how much school they go to, it's like no one can teach you how to be a risk taker. No one could put it in you if it's not in you. And when I look at the energies in today, I look at, say, even if it's within a person, it just feels like everything else around them is encouraging them to go another route, to go another path. When it comes to, say, the tarot associated with this energy, we have the Four of Wands in the reversal position. This is the Four of Wands in the upright position. When the Four of Wands is in the upright position, it brings me to, say, a structure, a foundation to build on. It's like these two people come together, both with their wands. I think of, like, say, the Ace of Wands, how the Ace of Wands reflects, like, say, a start, fresh motivation. I think of the Two of Wands where a person is looking to see where they're going to go next. And I'm gonna jump to the Four of Wands where it's like the people from the Two of Wands came together with their wands and they're gonna build together, because it's like the two separate wands is like, okay, figuring my path out, figuring where I'm going to go. Both people coming together with their four wands to build a foundation, build some kind of a structure. But with this in the reversal position, it feels like the stability is threatened. It feels like the foundation that you want to build on, that also feels threatened. The energies in the day adds up and reduce to number 4 vibration. And with the number 4 energy, the number 4 is a foundational energy. That energy deals with discipline. It deals with commitment. It deals with structure. It deals with focus. It deals with consistency. Also with the number 4 energy, whenever it's present, we could find ourselves obsessing or hoarding because we fear poverty and different things like that. So when I think of the Four of Wands energy in the reversal position, I think of, say, a person afraid to build, a person feeling like everything is upside down, feels like, you know, just feel unsure, a lack of security, a lack of stability. But with the butterfly as a spirit animal, I'm thinking about how the Four of Wands energy would remind me of a bridge. And with that energy in the reversal position, it brings me to the thought of sometimes certain bridges are burnt down in our lives for a reason, just so we don't have an excuse to try to cross back over it and go back into a complacent and comfortable way of being. I think of the person who has a falling out when it comes to their relationship connection or something to that. And from that, it's like that bridge is burnt down, that bridge is broken. You can't go back over there. And it's probably the best thing that can ever happen to you, the fact that you can't go back over there. So when I look at the butterfly as the spirit animal, this is bringing me to the realization that you're in a new phase, you're in a new season that requires new things of you. With the butterfly as a spirit animal and how it ties into the mind, it brings me to the thought of how we're in the era of information, and how there's so many opportunities presented for us to not have to work as hard if we choose not to. Stepping into that information energy. I think of the caterpillar before the butterfly and how the caterpillar tied into the practical earth energy. And now we're stepping into a new phase. And with the Four of Wands in the reversal position, it may feel like there's a lack of security and stability, but you just have to trust. And when I think about, say, the Four of Wands in the reversal position and then the butterfly energy, like, what was required in order to exist within a Four of Wands in the upright position is not necessary, because the butterfly now needs to fly. When I say need to fly, maybe more focus is on information and communication and not so much the old ways of how things used to be. Looking at the grand earth trine, thinking the old ways, meaning, you know, the practical ways of doing things. I feel like it's good to have experience in both places if you have the choice to. I feel like it's good to have experience with working on the ground or working with your hands if you can, but then also experience with working with your mind if you have the option to have both. But, you know, I'm not going to get so much into the astrology of the day because I have the new moon video for that. But when it comes to just reading and picking up on the energies in today, the day is the 16th, and the number 6 energy is one that deals with community, family, responsibility. The number 6 energy can also reflect how we can be extremely hard on ourselves because we don't feel like we're measuring up when it comes to material goals, titles, and different things like that. But, you know, 1 + 6, with the day being the 16th, adds up to the number 7. So there's some kind of an introspection and reflection that's necessary today. Some kind of introspection and reflection that's required today. As I'm thinking about that, it brings me to the thought of how I learned more about what I wanted in this life based on having experiences and coming across a lot of what I didn't want. So from coming across what I didn't want, I was able to learn what I do want. And when it comes to, say, a day like today, I feel like that might be the best thing for a lot of us, as some of us might be thinking about going back on certain plans or goals because, you know, the need for practicality and false sense of security might be a thing, where it's like, if you could remember back to when you had that thing similar, or when you had that thing, like, what are you going to do different? At least if you're going to go back on something, do something different. Do it different. Like, what are you going to do different this time around? Think about the headaches and the annoyances that you dealt with when you were doing it the old way, and come up with a new way so you could have a new experience. So it's not just an insanity cycle where we're doing the same things over and over again and expecting things to be different. Why would they be different if we're not doing anything different? You guys, such a pleasure sharing this message with you. And if you would like to book a natal chart reading with me or check out my exclusive weekly content only on Patreon, the links for that are in the description box below. But please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a green heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.